Seems like we were. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
So the plays he didn't make, that's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Wilson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, it's and a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon.
As the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Lance eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense now set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on second and long. Lance. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get
hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down and a run by Robinson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got Smith here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Touchdown, Broncos. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Robinson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Wilson will throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So we've come to halftime and a fight. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Throwing now is Lance. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On play action, Lance. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demir Bird from 4 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sport. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Lance now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, it's Lance. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gordon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Under 10. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New
Got your best friend hanging out the arm, though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold.
Better. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. We not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. We not that might give you life advice. Get some money. Get some money.